Oh, it's just funny because people seem to be so mad about reaction videos. They're so angry.
What do you
Like,
mean?
oh, I read the comments and people like because I watched that Korean couple,
Mm-hmm.
MXR Plays,
Okay.
and somebody put it on. I forget what website they put a clip because they were going off about how there are people out there who don't have an inner monologue, and the dude has an inner monologue, but the girl doesn't. Like she doesn't. Like you can
Wait, wait,
think,
wait. There are people that don't have an inner monologue?
dude. Yeah, it's the weirdest thing. Like when
So,
she
okay.
thinks of
So here,
something, she
uh-huh.
just says it. She doesn't think
Oh,
it at all. Like she doesn't like talk to herself in her head. She
well,
doesn't have a
what does she
dialogue.
do when she's alone in the quiet?
I have no clue. She just, but if you ever watch them, she's always like saying stuff like,
Yeah, yeah.
she's not the type to like think it through in her head and then say something. She just thinks and says it. It's just like there's no filter. It just boop comes out. You know what I mean?
Okay.
And
Yeah. Well,
apparently,
I sort of know those people, but I assume they have
no,
an
no,
inner
this is not
monologue.
Tourette's. This is not Tourette's. This is straight up. They don't have an inner monologue. Like they don't like we can have
Yeah.
a song stuck in our head. This is a great way she explained it. We can have a song stuck in her head and we won't sing it. It'll just be in her head. She
Yeah.
will sing it
Oh.
because it doesn't get stuck in her head. It's in her head and it comes out her mouth. It's so weird. And apparently, like I, I don't know. I would have to recheck the stats, but they quickly check like the stats. It was like 30 to 50% of people have inner monologues. The
Yeah.
rest don't. So yeah.
I
But anyway, the point of that was I started reading the comments because the comment section is always the best part.
mhm.
And somebody was like, ugh, reaction videos. They're such a parasite on the internet. I hate them. I'm just and it got so many upvotes. I'm like,
I
damn,
gotta
dude.
I gotta tell you, I like reaction videos.
Oh yeah, I love them too. I
Yeah.
that's I watch every video MXR Plays puts out. I love it. I love when Mr.
Yeah.
Gigi does reaction videos to movies.
Yeah.
But there are some people are just like this it's disgusting. It's like, okay, we get it. All right, let people enjoy them. Yeah, you can't. Nobody's allowed to just enjoy their own shit, man. Like, oh, I like
I
this. Oh,
Yeah.
that's wrong. It's like, all right, man.
Yeah, no, I love it, especially I mean, I don't know, and it really just depends, like, a lot of the reactors that I watch are not people I would ever hang out with. It's just in other words, I tend to pick the people that have a completely different sensibility to what I have, because 'cause I'm just kinda like, "Oh, that's a weird reaction to that." You know what I mean? Like, it has to be different than me or people I like. If they react just like me, it's I might as well just listen to my own inner monologue. But I told you about this one chick that I watch her reactions, and it's basically first of all, she's this like I don't know how to explain it. You know, girls that kind of little like baby talk a little bit,
Oh boy.
and so whenever she reacts to something, like she'll be reacting. She does South Park and Family Guy a lot, like the compilations of that. Uh,
Hmm.
and whenever like something, it's just that her shocked reaction is my favorite thing ever. Like she'll just go, "Oh my gosh!" Like it's funny. It's funny. Actually, I feel like pulling her up real quick. And she's got this weird, like she's a white chick, but she's got this weird like anime look to her all the time. The way she does her hair, and sometimes she'll put on cat ears and shit. But let's see. Uh,
She's a weeb. Ugh, I already like her.
what's a weeb?
I guess if you like Japanese anime or characters or anything like that,
Yeah.
it's just another derogatory statement just to shit on people enjoying their lives.
Oh. Oh.
You're happily minding your own business, enjoy yourself.
Yeah.
They've got to have some kind of negative connotation, either
Yeah.
incel, weeb, nerd. It's always something.
Yeah.
You're not allowed to just happily mind your own business, enjoy
Yeah.
your life. No, somebody's got to shit on you.
Yeah. I don't know what part to pick in this. I just because it says dark humor, I assume there's going to be a part where she's like shocked.
Well, just keep it under 10 seconds so I don't hear nobody's YouTube's bullshit.
I don't know that it matters when you're reacting to other YouTube stuff. Let me just
I wouldn't chance it.
let me see if I could
Just to be
scroll
on the
through
safe
here.
side.
Anyway, I keep clicking on the wrong fucking
I
screen
was
because
gonna
I'm
say,
a
what are you
moron.
doing? Oh, dude, what the fuck?
All right, let's go with that one then. Here we go. Back up a little bit.
1 mile.
Now you can hear it, I assume.
Yep.
Don't have one family. Have a second family all the way across the country. Don't just have a second family. Have a third family.
It's just the
Don't spend any time with the first 2 families. Make a commitment to family number 3 and double down by announcing it at his war hero father's retirement party.
Dude.
she's not even reacting that much, but you can see how she's kind of uncomfortable the whole time.
Yeah. I'm sure she's a super hot chick, has nothing to do with it.
Yeah. But here, but she doesn't even say much. It's just like, look at the reaction in her face right here.
Mhm.
And for some reason, it gets me every time. And I just enjoy watching it for some reason. I don't know. Here,
She's adorable.
Yeah.
The fuck?
It's okay, Joe. I understand.
Right.
Shut up, maggot!
She'll talk in the middle of it, but really, for some reason, it's like ASMR. It's like visual ASMR. The way she like how stunned she is at certain things. Anyway,
I was laughing at Joe beating up Lois.
yeah, I know. Yeah. Well, that part's good too. Is that she reacts to good stuff. See, so she reacts to the whole compilation, and she's on YouTube without problems, but I don't know.
Because when YouTube probably demonetizes, she goes, "Ooh, woo, I'm just a little girl. Ooh, woo, dude,
Oh, yeah.
come on.
I'm sure
You know how
YouTube
girls get
algorithm-
away with murder. Come on, man."
I guess. But anyway, maybe this isn't a good example, but because there are parts where she just like shields her eyes and she's like, "Oh my god!" And for some reason, it gets me. But anyway, there's a couple other people I react to, but almost all of them are not people. Like, not all of them are hot chicks. Almost all of them are just people that would react differently than me. And I told you I do watch like a few of those people reacting to movies. So you put on like Rambo and just watch millennials like be like, "Oh my god, he's killing everyone." And my favorite part is when it goes completely over their heads. You know what I mean? There was I might have mentioned this to you before, or I mentioned it to Onavas when I told him about it, but I watched like 3 different reactors react to The Shining, and all 3 of them were like, "What the hell is red rum? Why do they keep referencing red rum?"
Please
And
tell me that. No,
okay,
they
okay,
have
hold
to
up.
be kidding.
No,
They
they're
have
not
to be.
kidding. They're not kidding. And then one of them, okay, one of them actually, even after the whole mirror part, when you find out red rum spells murder backwards because of the mirror, even after that, later on in that movie, blood comes out of the elevators, and the reactor goes, "Is that the red rum?"
Oh, God damn it.
Dude, it made me laugh so hard. Like,
See,
I could tell you're disgusted by it. I find it hilarious.
That's where I'm like, I think they're just fucking with you, or
I-
they're
Maybe.
pretending to be
Oh,
silly.
it doesn't matter. I got a good laugh out of it. So, whatever. But anyway, I love reaction videos. I watch a bunch of them, and so what? So I'm just going to start from the top on our.
Wait. Give me 1 second. Why? You fucking shit. Get fucking Windows can never make anything simple, can it? Oh, don't tell me it's.
Oh,
Your mom's box. Your mom's a hoe.
true.
Can you do it this way?
Anyway.
Can you present that?
Yeah.
If you ever feel dumb, just know that when my friend was 14, she went to a psychiatrist because she had a voice in her head. It was her brain, like literally just her thoughts. She thought she was the only person who had the ability to think for 14 years.
No, but some people actually don't have that voice in their head, and that's the trippy part.
I don't have a voice in my head. Wait, so you... No, so
Look
here's
at
my
his
question. You
face.
literally
No.
hear a voice? I don't hear a voice.
Oh my god. Are you fucking me?
And they've been dating for 5 years at this
messing with
point.
Oh my god. You don't have a dialogue, an internal monologue in your head?
No. I'm confused.
Dude,
Why would you?
just watching this video, I've already had like
can't
3
I know,
paragraphs
right?
go through my head.
How did I not know this? I've been with you for 5 years.
Did you talk to yourself?
Yeah, I talk to myself in my head. You don't have an internal monologue.
I found out that not everyone has.
All right, let's
an
stop it
internal
so we don't
monologue.
get-
So what I mean
Well,
by
you
that
can
is,
you have the
Yeah.
ability to pause.
Hear
I can
yourself.
pause it
Okay.
too, I guess.
Oh yeah, it was the weird. I'm like, because when you I've watched her for I don't know how many years I've watched their videos,
Yeah.
but once I forget how long ago it was that she admitted that. I'm
Yeah.
like, okay, that makes sense. It makes, because she's kind of what I mean. She's not crazy wacky, but she's just a little flaky.
She's a little
Okay.
wacky.
Yeah, and it's like, okay, that makes sense.
Yeah. Oh man. Anyway, all right. So I don't know. I'm just starting from the top of Discord. I think you posted this. I don't even know what it is.
Oh,
You don't even know what it is, probably because it was so long ago.
yeah.
All right.
I think it was about. I think you have to skip to one part, or just
so
play it.
Yeah, all right.
In which season do you think Sam had the best hair?
Am I crazy? Is this a debate? He's had the same freaking haircut for 13 years.
Okay, I think that was it. No, stop. That was it. I thought that
Okay.
was like, because when somebody said that, I'm like, wait, didn't he have the same haircut throughout the whole like season? I mean, throughout the whole run of the show. I mean, maybe the first 2
Didn't
seasons.
they? I guess they both did. To
And
be honest
didn't
with you,
Dee
I can't
too?
even
Yeah.
picture. I can't even picture their hair. Like women look at the weirdest things. I don't even know what their hair looks like. To be honest with you, like I can picture his right now because it's on his head.
Yeah.
But this other dude with the hat, I couldn't tell you what his hair
Oh,
actually
he always
looks like.
he always called what's his face? Crowley always called him Moose. I thought it was because he had the moosey hair.
Oh, I thought it was just because he was a big dude. But yeah, I don't know. So that was all he wanted to show.
I think that was it. Again, this was the first clip that I put. I thought it was funny. Dude, most of the ones I put up there were me.
Yeah, I know. And most of
Is-
them are TikTok, which I don't even have an account for. But I'm logged in as a guest. Hang on, I'm bringing up the next one.
And most of the shit, I'm just flipped because
Oh.
sometimes I'm just bored at work because I'm waiting for somebody to pick up the phone,
So
and I'm just scrolling through like TikTok or Instagram or what's the other one? X or fucking
You-
X. It's
you-
Twitter.
yeah, you put up something called movie talk _ life, and I don't know what it used to be, but this is what it is now.
Oh,
So
hold on. Let me see if it shows up on my end.
yeah, I'm also logged in as a guest, so maybe it won't let me in. I don't know.
Oh
But,
my god, I'm just have to scroll all the way up.
All right. In the meantime, I'm going to put on the second one. What is this one now?
Oh no, they took the video down. Oh, this shit.
Okay.
You know what? This shit was fucking crazy. Remember
Mhm.
we were having that conversation? It was a couple of shows ago about that one dude who was like on drugs at 14 years old, quit college, and then all of a sudden got his life together, and now he's like the #1 ethical hacker.
Okay.
That device that he's holding in his hand
Mhm.
generates like Wi-Fi signals. Like, you know, when you search for Wi-Fi signals on
Yeah.
your phone or whatever device.
SSIDs, yeah.
Yeah. And it'll be all his. And once you connect to it, boom, he has everything.
Oh,
Has all the
really?
passwords, everything.
So
on
what?
your phone.
So
I'm like,
do I even need to play it?
No, not now.
You just described the whole
Just
thing. Like, what the fuck? We're great at this
I told you we're
reaction.
professionals.
Well, all right, let me bring the next one up so you could just describe it and ruin it for everyone.
But it's like a 2-minute clip, you know? You don't want to sit through 2 minutes, listen to this goofiness.
It was actually 38 seconds.
Oh,
But,
was it? Oh,
yeah.
oh, well.
All right, what's this next one?
Hey, you know what's annoying about TikTok? Oh,
Yeah.
well, what's it? Oh, this is hilarious. Now I'll let this one go through. Make sure the
Okay.
volume is up on this one.
Yeah.
This was, there are a lot of people who aren't car guys who's going to be annoyed about it. But like they say, he handled the situation the right way. Go ahead,
Okay.
play it. I'm not going to say a word.
I'm sorry?
They get impressed with people because it's just annoying.
No, I did it for
Impresses
myself.
people?
I just like the way it sounds.
But nobody likes it but you.
What'd you say?
Nobody likes it but you.
And that look, that final look that he gave, because
great.
when I watched it, it paused. Like the video stops and it
Dude.
just shows that final look he gives. And you
Just the
can just see
fucking
how
language.
disgusted he
Dude,
is.
just the fucking language she is. Don't you think it impresses people? Oh my God. Oh my God. I just can't. If you use if you say the word oppress or any of those fucking woke
Oh,
terms.
no, she said, do you think it impresses people?
Oh, I see. I didn't.
Regardless.
Impresses.
Mind
Oh, okay. I thought she was saying it. Okay, never mind. Never mind.
But
So she's only half a cunt.
no, she's still full cunt. Like, there was this whole thing about motorcycles and Harleys, and people tried to say that, oh, the loud pipes save lives. And it's like, no, it just sounds awesome. It's too loud. Okay, we get it. You don't like it. We understand. But you know what? It sounds awesome. All right. I love it. I love it when a Harley blows by me with its loud pipes. It's like, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, you know what? That's fucking awesome. But you know, you got people like,
I gotta be honest with you. I'm on the fence on that one because there's a certain point. Well, okay.
I get it when it's like really late at night
okay,
or really early in the morning. I
here's
get
the
that.
thing. I'm driving around in a fucking Subaru. I'm driving around in a fucking stock Subaru. I didn't do anything to it. I only have it because of the all-wheel drive. I'm not a car guy. I like cars. However, I remember getting out. I have a 6-cylinder, and I get next to this guy. He's in like I want to say Honda Civic hatchback, the old hatchbacks, but the thing's looks like it's all souped up. And
It's
the thing is,
Fast and Furious hatchback.
yeah, it's one of those fucking things, and it's loud as hell. So I pull up to the light, and I'm in a 6-cylinder. My car's pretty fast. It's faster than any of those, regular the 4 cylinders that are on the road. So I'm just curious, and I hear this guy revving the engine. It's loud as fuck. I can't tell you how slow this thing was, dude. The light turned green. I stepped on the gas and I looked to my side and I'm like, oh, he's not there. I look behind me. And by the way, his car's going, meh, meh, and he's in my fucking rear view. Like, in other words, all right, if you have a fast car, fine. Do not put that muffler shit on a piece of shit stock 4-cylinder Civic engine. And just it's like having, like, I don't know, like a fake gold watch on your wrist. Like, what are you doing?
Well, you talk about all-wheel drive because I have a Charger, but again, it's only a 6-cylinder, but it's also all-wheel drive. So the road is slick out. I mean, the road, it was wet. It wasn't raining. It was like the rain and then stopped and the road's still wet. So I'm coming home from the red company and I'm at the light, which is a 2-lane. And this, I forget what it was. It wasn't an American car. It was like, I think it might've been, a Honda also. I forget what it was, but you could tell that this car had some punch to it. The only reason I know that is because when the light turned green, this car obviously did not have all-wheel drive like my car. I didn't even take off. I'm just like, I'm not even dealing with this. I'm not not fucking up my car. I love my car. I'm not
Uh-huh.
fucking. I just took off, and all you hear is the car squealing its tires, trying to go, and it's not going. And I'm just watching my rearview mirror, watching this guy like being left behind. I'm like, I'm not. My tachometer did not go above 2,000 RPM. That's how gingerly I was taking off, and
Yep.
he couldn't keep up at all because his
Dude.
tires just spun.
Dude, that's why I changed to the Subaru. I had a Civic, front wheel drive. When I got it, I was like, all right, front wheel, because I've been dealing with rear wheel drive my whole life. So I'm like, oh, this is going to be great. It'll be better in the snow. Oh my God, dude. Anytime it snowed, I had so much fucking trouble. So much trouble. Not only that, the clearance on the bottom was so fucking low, and
Really?
it's not like I had the thing dropped. Well, I mean, when you get above 6 inches of snow, I was plowing snow. It didn't make any sense. I had that thing for like 2 years, and then I was like, fuck. After like the second year of getting stuck in the snow, I went out with my friends, and I went out drinking with my friends. I know that sounds weird with me ending with me driving home.
I was gonna say,
but it was one of those days. I had like a couple of beers, but it was one of those days where we knew a blizzard was coming. We went out anyway.
Oh boy.
And then by the time I came out, my friends needed to literally get me at 3 different times. I got stuck in the fucking parking lot.
Damn.
With this fucking thing. Anyway, I can't, dude. I have to have all-wheel drive now. I can't.
Well, considering now that snow has pretty much become extinct.
What do you mean snow's becoming because of global warming?
When was the last time it snowed, man? Aside from
3 days ago.
Yeah. Well, and it was nothing. It was
I know.
literally nothing.
No, I know, but last year wasn't nothing, and the year before
last
that
year was nothing. We didn't get any snow last year, nor the year before that. The last big snowstorm that we got that was maybe 3-4 years ago.
Yeah, but at that time, like we got like 2 feet at one point that year.
But it hasn't been anything since. But anyway, my other favorite off the line story, I had my Ducati Monster. Now, it was only a 620cc. I think it was maybe 60 horsepower. It's not a super fast bike. It's a cruising
but it's a bike. Yeah.
But it's a motorcycle. But even still, it's not. It doesn't have max horsepower like a sports bike.
Yeah.
Anyway, I pulled up to the light. I'm waiting there, and this dude rolls up with a convertible Porsche. Bald. He's got the goatee and everything, and he has a blonde next to him that's obviously with him only because he has a Porsche. And you hear him revving, I'm like, whatever, dude.
Yeah.
Light turns green again. I'm not racing people, especially on a motorcycle. So I take off. All I see in my rear view, from the side of my peripheral vision, and then I looked in my rear view mirror. This guy obviously did not know how to drive stick. You just see the car bouncing, like like just flopping back and forth. You just see blonde hair because he was bald, but his girl was blonde. All you see is her blonde hair flopping. I'm like, this dumb idiot, man. You're trying to impress the girl, and now you just look like a fucking idiot.
Yeah.
And again, but motorcycles are different. Tachometer going to like
motorcycles
10,000 is like nothing.
I know it's nothing, but compared to most cars on the road, off the line, it's just going to smoke them.
Well, I wasn't even trying to.
Yeah.
Okay. I think I only had the motorcycle for maybe a year, and I was still learning how to take off the line with the motorcycle because you have to have the revs kind of high and then gently let go of the clutch.
You don't want to pop a wheelie.
Not pop a wheel. I don't want to stall.
Yeah.
I don't want to look that stupid. So I just like, and then gingerly take off.
Yeah.
So
I love those videos when the cops try to pull over the guys on the, the, whatever you want to call them, the street racers on the motorcycles. And they'll be fucking around doing donuts and shit. And then you see the lights come on and everybody goes, oh shit. And then the guy just hits the gas on the motorcycle and he's gone. I mean, the cop hasn't even gotten into second gear yet. But anyway,
Yeah, but still, you go that fast, especially on the streets,
Yeah.
you're really putting your life in
Oh, dude. Yeah. I
in
love
an
the
angel's
videos.
hands. Oh, I
I'd never
can't
do
watch
it
those
myself.
videos. I
Oh, yeah.
cannot watch them because I know obviously the video's not going to be there unless something horrible happens,
Yeah.
and I just don't want to see it because it's going to be horrific.
Yeah.
You're just going to see a body fly or something. It's like,
Yeah.
I can't watch this.
Oh, when you see them smack into something and then
Oh.
ragdoll into the air.
Mhm.
Oh my God.
The one that really got me was I don't know what happened, but the guy slammed headfirst into the back of a trailer, and
Mhm.
it's a tractor trailer. He didn't feel anything, so he's just driving along, and it's just this dude's body hanging onto the back by his helmet, and his legs
Okay.
just being dragged under. I mean, he was dead on impact.
Yeah, yeah.
And he just dragged the body for like miles until the cop finally pulled him over. He's like, "Yeah, you're dragging a dead body, my man." He's like, "What?"
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, yeah. I don't know.
Ugh.
See, I like I'll watch the accidents. I don't want to see the aftermath of the accident.
Yeah.
That's my thing. I don't care about the accident itself. I don't need to see the fucking body. Leave that part out of it.
Like, I was at a light, and this made me never buy a small car.
Mhm.
I'm at a light. It's a one lane, and there's a car in front of me. Little one of those. It wasn't with the smart cars. It was something about a small. I forget what it was.
Mhm.
And the light turned green. Our light turned green, and I never do this. When the light turns green, I wait. Make
Yeah.
sure that there's nobody coming. This dude, light turned green, he took off, and this SUV T-boned him and
Mhm.
sent him like to the moon, like flipping over to the other side of the street. And I'm sitting there like, oh shit. My girl in the passenger, she's like, oh shit. And I just take off. I leave. And she's like,
Oh,
we're
yeah.
not going to check them. I'm like, I don't want to see
Nope.
what the hell happened. I
No.
don't want to know that
No.
they're not coming out of that alive. You want that
Oh,
image in your head? And she's
yeah.
just sheepishly like, no. I'm like, okay, we're going.
Yeah, 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 exactly. Yeah, the best I'll do with anything, I don't want to get involved in any fucking thing. The best I'll do is call 911 on my phone. If I've done this before where I see some shit happen on the highway or whatever, and I just call 911 and just give them the mile marker. And by the time I give them the information, I'm already halfway home. I'm not sticking around for that bullshit.
I don't want that shit in my head. Like
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
that,
yeah.
there are people who enjoy that. I do not.
Yeah, no, I don't need to be a hero. It's not like I'm getting out of the car anyway. Somebody could run past me on fire, and I have a fire extinguisher in my passenger seat, and I'd be like, "I'm sorry, bud, I gotta go home." I am definitely not a hero. All right,
Like I remember when I used to race my motorcycle down in South, I
Yeah.
would have to leave the house at like 5 a.m. And
Mhm.
I'm driving along, I'm trailing my bike in my car, and this Mercedes just comes flying by me like at 100. He just zooms, and I'm not going fast. I'm probably doing 70 because again, I got a trailer on the
Mhm.
back of my car. I'm not going to go that fast. So about 20 minutes later, we get to the later part of the road and find the car upside down. I'm like,
Oh,
oh well.
oh,
I just can't. I'm like, I got to make check-in.
yeah. Oh my god.
I mean, I think there was somebody already called because I think I saw a cop coming, so on. I'm like,
Yeah, dude.
I
I remember driving on the highway, and I'm in the fast lane at the time, and I could barely see that there was somebody hit the center console. I was about to call it the center divider,
the median.
the median. Thank you. They smashed it up to the point where there's no lights on the car anymore.
Oof.
Okay, and I can see the dude kind of getting out. Anyway, I I just happened to feel like something was off, like I couldn't tell what was going on in the distance, but I knew something wasn't right. So I changed lanes, and then I look in my rear view and I see cars coming down through in the fast lane, and I just immediately turned away from my rear view and went, "Nope, not going to watch, not going to watch." And I dialed 911 on that one, and it just told them. But so I don't know. I didn't hear anything because at that distance I would have heard a nice smack if
Mhm.
somebody actually hit him. But it
That
it
that
yeah.
that story is funny because Brewer was just
Yeah.
on Rogan. He had a gig in Long Island, and he was coming
Yeah.
home. It was late at night. It was raining, and he said he was doing 90, and he says like, "Yeah, I was being an idiot." Even Rogan's like, "Dude," but he's flying down the fast lane
Mhm.
on the road, and he's like, "Something in my head just told me go in the middle lane." And he just
Yeah,
went in
yeah.
the middle lane,
That's the same thing with me.
and
That's exactly what it
there
was.
was a
Something in my head.
car like stuck on the road on the fast lane, and he
Yeah.
zooped right by, and both him and I forget who was with them. Both of them just looked back. It's like, holy shit! You
Yeah,
imagine
yeah.
if it didn't move over to
Yep.
the lane.
Yep.
It's
Yeah,
like,
and it was nighttime when me and you used to work the night shift, so
yeah,
you know what it was 9:30 at night, completely dark, and it's a section of highway with no lights. So,
hmm
I mean, most likely, by the time I got closer, I would have with my lights would have hit and I would have seen, but
that's
you
what
never
you
know.
that's what you tell yourself to keep the nightmares away.
Yeah, yeah, exactly right. Exactly.
I would have noticed, and I would have turned. Yeah,
Yeah.
I can sleep at
Uh-huh.
night now.
Uh-huh. Exactly. Oh my god. Anyway, all right, what's this one?
Oh God, this is hilarious.
Okay.
So I just moved to Nashville, and I went to a thrift store to buy some cheap furniture. I was so excited while checking out. The guy didn't even ask, but I was like, I just moved here. So he asks, oh yeah, from where? And I say, from LA. And he goes, oh, Lower Alabama? I hear it's real nice down there. And I say, no, California. And he looks at me and says, well, welcome to America.
It is a
It
different
is
country out there.
serious. No, all the coast. It's like
Yep.
it's a different world, man. I
Oh, yeah.
remember driving to Indiana. It's just a different world, man. Everybody calls them the flyover states, and they don't mean anything.
Yeah.
Like Californians actually believe that the world is exactly like California. It's like, no,
Yeah.
it's not, man.
No. No, not
Like,
at all.
would
I've
you?
never really been to the
Oh, okay.
center, so
Oh, well, would you ever go to California?
there was a time when I thought it would be cool to go out there, not anymore.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I mean, I don't know. Back
Yeah,
back
I
in
would.
the late 80s and early 90s when all the coke was going around, it might have been cool.
Yeah,
But
isn't that funny when you had the coke and the blow
yeah,
and the
yeah.
gangs? It's
Yeah.
much better then than it is now.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah, I don't know.
And you know what? You know what's crazy about California? They passed a law that when you leave, like if
Yes.
they will tax you an
Yeah.
exit tax.
Yeah.
I'm like, God damn. And
Which
it's
is
not
why
just like a simple tax. They'll figure out all your assets, how much you're worth,
yeah,
and tax you on that. I'm
that's
like,
why I
damn.
assume that's part of the reason why Rogan and Elon Musk and all those people left.
Oh yeah. Well before that.
Well,
I mean,
that's the
like,
point. They left before that. They seen
but
that coming down the pike.
they say California is the number one state that everybody leaves. And it's not even
Yeah.
just anybody, it's people that make over $200,000 a year because obviously they're the ones that can afford to leave. And that's a lot of tax money walking out the door. So California's like, oh, we got to put a stop to this. It's like, well, maybe fix your state first, man. It's like, what
Yeah.
happened once the governor left, everything just went to shit. Why is it that when Arnold Schwarzenegger was the governor of California, everything seemed to be fine? Now it's like, oh, abandoned ship.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know much about California besides the things that I hear.
Yeah, well, same
But
thing. But
I've never
I'm not.
been. I've never been.
Mind you,
So
I'm never hearing anything good coming out of California. Like I hear
well, not
nothing
anymore.
good.
Not anymore. Back in the day, like old
Yeah.
Hollywood. Like I'm
Yes.
talking Frank Sinatra, old Hollywood. Like
Well,
that's when it was good to be out there. You know what I
even
mean?
in the 80s, 90s, man, it seemed like California, California girls, the Katy Perry song,
Yeah.
Beach Boys, it's like made California this amazing place and so on. Now
Mhm.
I'm like, oh my, like that MXR plays. They used to live in LA. They abandoned
Mhm.
ship because he was
Yeah.
saying that he would go out. Mind you, he had a nice house. When he bought the house in LA, it was amazing. And they abandoned ship. They only had the house for like a year. They
Mhm.
abandoned ship and moved to like I think Seattle. And I'm like, God damn, man.
Yeah.
And he was because he likes to run. He would say that when he would run, he would just find tents of
Mhm.
homeless people at his house, like in
Yeah.
front of his house. Like you
Yeah.
spend that kind of money for a house and you
Yeah.
walk out to homeless people in tents.
Yeah.
It's
Dude.
like,
I gotta tell you, my area, I'm seeing an uptick
wait,
in
really?
in homeless. Yeah.
Seriously? Like
Yeah.
inside or because I
No.
know you live in a community.
Oh, no, not
Oh, okay.
directly in the community.
I was
No.
gonna say.
No. Though I have heard about, whatever. From my mom, like I'm not listening to the news and shit that, some homeless dude was camping out in here and
Mhm.
they got him kicked out and blah, blah, blah. But but no, I am noticing a lot of. But by the way, it's always been in this area. Well, I mean, you've been down to this area. You know that where I live is on the border of the bad area. It's like right there. But so there's always been homeless out here, but I'm just seeing a lot more of them. Probably because the way the laws are and stuff, they're not allowed to move them on anymore.
Wow,
Eh,
because
yeah.
I remember many years ago, there was I was driving to work, and
Mhm.
where I live is very affluent, extremely affluent.
Okay.
Okay. And I'm driving on the road and I see a dude with the shopping cart and he's got a sign, "Will work for food."
Mhm.
I went to a store, came back out, he was gone.
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't mess around. And my neighbor,
Mm.
he has a camper. His girls were playing because and this was a couple of years ago because his girls were like in their before they were teenagers. They were playing house or something, or they're gonna play house, and they go into the camper to play house. They run
Mhm.
out screaming, "There's a man sleeping in the camper." And
Yeah.
so my neighbor like called the cops. I think he got a bat. He's like, "What the fuck?" And the
Yeah.
cops came and just took that dude away. I'm
Yeah.
like, Jesus Christ, dude.
Dude, I was this is a few years ago, but I cleaned out all my closets and shit, like all the shit that I don't wear anymore, it doesn't fit anymore. The shit you got in the back of the closet that you haven't seen in 10 years. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
So I'm not just talking about clothing. I went through my house, I cleaned out fucking everything, kitchen cabinets, everything. I just went on a rampage, just throwing shit out. But clothes, I'm like, all right, I guess you give that shit to Goodwill. You don't put it in the garbage because somebody could use it or whatever. Packed the things up in plastic bags. I had like three big black plastic bags full of shit, and went out to the the little what I don't know what you call them, the fucking dumpster things
Mhm.
outside of the Home Depot or whatever. And I never really thought about it. It makes sense now, but I never really thought about the fact that these things you throw this stuff in there and it closes. And I'm like,
Mhm.
who's gonna steal free clothes? And it's not about stealing the clothes because I realized so I went out there and this homeless couple out there, a guy and a girl, and he's like, "Hey, you putting that stuff in the bin?" And I was like, "Yeah." And he goes, "Can you think I could look through and maybe there's something I could use?" And dude, it's garbage to me. I'm throwing it in there. So I don't give a fuck. Yeah,
Wait,
dude.
hang on, hang on. I need to know
What?
something. Is this
What?
guy taller than you or shorter than you?
I don't know. I'm sitting in my car. I can't
Oh,
tell.
okay.
I can't. You think I got
Okay.
out of the car? I was talking through. I was talking through him through a crack in my window. So I don't know. So anyway, so I'm like, all right, dude, whatever. So basically, he asked me not to put it in the bin, just put the bags in the thing, and he'll go through it. And I'm like, as long as it doesn't fucking interfere with my life, what do I give a fuck? You're not going through it while I'm standing here either. I'm just all right. You just fucking stand there. I'll put it out, and you come get it afterwards. So I just put the 3 plastic bags against the bin. Anyway, I start driving away. I look through my rearview mirror. These things are not making it in the bin. And look, it's not that they're taking it. He's ripping the bag open, like not fucking taking the twist tie and untie, ripping the thing open. And whatever he doesn't want is going over his shoulder onto the fucking pavement. And his girlfriend's doing the same thing with the other bag. I didn't go back because I'm like, fuck, it's not my problem anymore. But now I understand because it never made sense to me. Why close it? If people want to take it, let them take it. Obviously, they need it. Let them take it. No. The reason they do that is because they'll just scatter the shit everywhere. So I don't know who cleaned that shit up. I guarantee you that dude didn't spend the time to take each pair of pants and put it in the bin. There's no fucking way. But anyway, so from now on, the answer is no to that question. I'm like, no, fuck you. You just got. I mean, dude, just fucking.
Was this at night or during the day?
This was the afternoon.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Because if I pull up to one of those things and somebody comes to my car, I'm taking off.
No.
You stopped and talked. I was like, yep, I'm out.
Yeah, no. Well, first of all, like I said, what happened was I pulled up to the Home Depot and there's a Home Depot guy standing there. Okay. And where the bins used to be, I'm looking, they're not there anymore. So I'm talking out the window to the guy, to Home Depot employee. And I think the Home Depot employee was trying to get them to move on or something. I don't know what was going on, but I didn't know. They just look like two people standing there. And so I don't know who they are. So I'm just like, hey, where are the Goodwill bins? And he goes, oh, they're over on the other side. And he pointed me in the right direction. And that's when the other dude goes, hey, you throwing stuff in the bin? And I was like, so in other words, I pull away from the front of the store, go to the bins. I'm putting the plastic bags, taking them out of my trunk, putting them against the bin as they're still walking across the parking lot. So it's not like I'm standing
and you see
there.
them coming, like I would saw them coming.
Oh, dude, I was
ran out the door.
I was gone before they got there.
Oh, okay.
They're walking across the parking lot, but they're not even at the bins by the time I got the third one out of the trunk, and then I'm gone. Really, you know me, dude. There's no way
that's
I'm
what
fucking.
I was gonna say. That's what I'm like.
Hey, brother. No.
Oh, speaking of hey, brother, did you hear that Hulk Hogan saved some teenage girl who flipped her car?
Oh, why would he do?
No, just it was Hulk Hogan, his new wife. Like you think he would learn his lesson, and his friend, and they were. I don't know.
Oh my God! Wait a minute. Oh my God.
What?
Hulk Hogan get married again?
Yeah.
Holy
you think
shit.
this dude would learn? You know, it's like amazing how people just don't learn. It's like, how many times we got to teach you this lesson, old man?
Yeah.
I was like, oh my God. All right, my man. Like, anyway, they were, I guess they were at a light and the car flipped over and Hulk comes out and he had a pen. He didn't have a knife and the airbag was trapping the girl and he popped the airbag with the pen and yanked her out. But it's like, can you imagine you're like in a car accident, you look over, he's like, hey brother,
hey brother,
you okay? You know, it's like you saved his Hulk Hogan. Like, what?
Yeah. Headband and everything. Yeah.
Yeah. He still wears the headband. He's got the he had the NWO shirt too.
Yeah. Yeah. It'd be like getting arrested by Steven Seagal. You remember that show?
Oh,
you remember Steven Seagal's police show?
No, I never watched
it.
Oh
my God.
Hold on.
Wait.
Hold on.
Oh, you know of it. You know.
I watch people make fun of it.
Oh, okay. As long as you know about it.
Yes, dude. I know about his.
No. Because if you didn't know about it, I was going to pull it up because
apparently everybody's just cuz.
Oh, dude, he would change his dialect depending on the person he talks to. In other words, if he's talking to a black dude, he's doing the black affect thing. If he's talking to a Spanish dude, he's like, I can't. I'm not even going to attempt to do it. But he literally would change his. I don't know if you ever met anybody like that changes the way they talk, their accent and everything, depending on who they're talking to.
That feels like it's only something that actors do,
like a sociopath.
Well. Okay, sociopath actors, but like I've never met anybody in real life that does that. Like, or I know because although I've never been in a situation where I could be there where they would do that. Like, I don't have any. I have one friend that I've had since high school, and maybe you. That's it. You know, you two are the only guys that I speak to at all. And you know,
same here anymore. Yeah,
when I hang out with them, you know, they don't interact with other people differently. They're the same person. You know what I mean? Or well, he's the same person. You're the same person. In the couple of real life instances where we hung out. So I don't. If I'm hung out with anybody that did that, I wouldn't know.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm apparently not that type of person because I spent 5 years in Virginia, and at my last day of my 5th year there, people were saying, "You're not from here, are you?" so, so I didn't pick that up. I can see, like, sometimes you wind up catching yourself. You're saying a word differently because of the way the other person say. But some people change their whole. It's almost like their whole personality changes
Yeah.
depending on who they're around, and it definitely seems like Steven Seagal is one of them.
Yeah.
But anyway, I
That's
think it's a
weird.
sociopath thing. It's like let me mimic what it is to be human. Kind of shit.
Oh God, yes.
Yeah,
Dude, that's a creepy word, mimic,
yeah, yeah, yeah,
man.
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
did you ever see that movie?
Oh yeah, yeah,
Ugh. And
yeah.
then I forget who it was. What movie was it? Oh, Single White Female. Did you ever see that shit?
Yes,
Ugh.
yeah, yeah.
Ugh.
Dude.
Like,
All right.
oh my God. Like, I thought that was a joke. Like, I'm like, oh, that movie came out ages ago.
Yeah.
So I'm
The
thinking, I'm young and stupid. I'm thinking, oh, there aren't women like that. Ugh.
all I remember about that movie is dude waking up with getting head from the chick. That's all I remember from the entire movie.
And then he gets a stiletto to the eye. It's
Yes.
like, holy
Yeah.
Christ.
By the way, I was trying to find a clip of Steven Seagal, like, Steven Seagal on that show talking to a group of black people and then talking to a group of Mexican people and how he changes, but I couldn't find it. But I did find
Oh no. Oh no.
I didn't know this existed. It's
Oh, let me
gotta
get
be
ready.
great. It's gotta
Oh
be
my
great.
God.
It's gotta be amazing.
Oh
There's
boy.
no way.
Let me prepare for this. Let me get ready for this. Okay.
All right. Ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
When you see my little girlfriend, you gonna have to change your underwear.
Oh, you're gonna have to
Wait.
change your underwear.
Is he even playing? They cut off before he started, like, I guess, motioning to play
Well,
the
I cut it
guitar.
off. Well, they cut it to a
Okay.
different.
Me some chicken that gave me alligator ass. Well, she looked at me kinda surprised.
Is he really playing, or
I
like
don't think so. It looks like
he
he's just
looks?
moving his thumb back and forth.
Yes, he looks like one of those backup girl dancers that play the instruments and have no idea what they're doing.
Oh, what can you say? The man can do it all. Steven Seagal doesn't play the guitar. The guitar plays for him. All right. I wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be, but
Trying to give my baby some love.
You're right, though. He only touches the guitar to make it look like he's playing.
I mean, at least although I don't know if they're using auto tune, but from what I'm hearing, he's not that bad.
Yeah, he's also not that old here. Like, so
No,
when was this?
bullshit. This fucker is old. He just, dude, he has to be dying that goddamn thing every
Oh,
minute.
no, I understand. What I'm saying is, in this particular video, this has got to be years ago, right? This
No,
isn't him now.
because dude, he's that big. He's.
All right, hang on.
Did you ever see him run?
Yes, of course. Well, I've seen his movies, so yeah.
It's like, because I
Steven Seagal.
don't watch Steven Seagal movies, with the exception of Under Siege. I've never seen
There
any
we
of his.
go.
Oh yeah, that the music.
There you go.
Dude.
Yeah, that left making circles with his arms as he's going. Yeah. It's a compilation. Look at that. That one was the best one right there. Yeah, that one. That last one was the best one. This one right
Like
here.
I thought Tom Cruise had a weird run, but no,
Yeah,
this
yeah.
guy takes the cake.
And he's another one that the whole thing about Tom Cruise is he has to run in every movie. If you think about it hard enough, you realize there's a running scene in every single movie.
I don't think he didn't really run that. I don't think he ran in Top Gun Maverick.
I haven't seen that one, but let's
Wow,
see.
really? Dude. Like, there's none of that beach ball homoerotic shit. That shit was such a good movie. Like, they said that was his first $1 billion movie. Man, it was worth it. That shit was amazing.
Yeah. Here's every well, not every, but it's a compilation of his
Yeah, but
every.
his runs aren't that bad.
No. It's not Steven Seagal level. It's just the
Yeah.
fact that he has to have a running scene in every movie. Like
Well-
even shit that's not an action movie. Like if you watch, like I don't know, what was that
Eyes Wide
movie?
Shut. He didn't run in Eyes Wide Shut.
He probably did because I remember the movie where he was a lawyer. What was the name? What was that movie where he was
The Firm.
The Firm?
Well, The
There's
Firm
running
or
scenes in the fucking
A Few
Firm.
Good
for
Men.
Christ's sake. A Few Good Men. Let's find out if there's a running scene in A Few Good Men because these make sense. These are his action movies. Let's see. Tom Cruise running.
Well,
It
was in Mission Impossible 3 where he was running weird when he was trying to find his wife. And I'm just like, oh my God, Tom.
Yeah. Yeah, I can't remember him running in A Few Good Men.
No, I don't think he ran there. I mean, he played softball.
That's true. Yeah. But anyway, I don't know. Who gives a shit?
I was gonna say, spending too much time on Tom Cruise's run.
We got into the Tom Cruise thing. Oh, God damn it. What the hell just fell off my microphone?
Next video, please.
All right. Okay. Next video. Hang on a second. Here. This was your next one.
Oh.
What the hell?
Yeah. What the hell is this shit? Just X out of it. This was a good video.
I can't X out of it.
What the fuck? What is this?
I don't know.
What happens when you X out of it? Scroll up and then scroll down.
All right.
Oh my God.
I had a buddy of mine who knew that.
I love it when I see like a thug in Chicago just dealt with.
The tables are turned on a suspected thief when a customer who just so happens to be a black belt takes matters into his own.
Lower the volume.
Hold it up like a pretzel.
Dude, it was just funny how this dude is just like sitting on him, has him like, I don't know what move that is. He's like got his arm wrapped around his other arm. And he's just holding the arm wrapped around. He's just sitting on him like, dude, just relax. And this dude is
I can't lower the volume, by the way. I can only mute it.
No, just mute it. I don't care. It's not, I don't care what they have to say. I just like, remember we were talking about what, other guy, the one fighter.
Yeah.
Was it Matt Serra?
There we go. Matt Serra, correct.
Yeah. And this came up where just like, it just takes him down, wraps his arm around him, and just sits on him like, damn, man.
Yeah.
That's just hilarious to me.
I'm trying to remember the comedian's name. There was a comedian whose family owns a jewelry store. Russell Peters. That's who I'm thinking of. Russell Peters. You know, do you know who Russell Peters is?
The name sounds familiar. I just can't put a face to the name.
This is Russell Peters. I don't know if you recognize him. But anyway, his family.
I have no idea who that dude is.
He's a comedian. He's been on Rogan a bunch of times. I honestly never knew who he was until he was on Rogan, because apparently he's real big in like Europe and shit like that. Like I think he's American or Canadian or something, but he's more well known overseas. Anyway, his family owns a jewelry store, and he's like a jiu-jitsu black belter. He does jiu-jitsu in some way. And here, I don't know which one's Russell Peters. Oh, there he is. So it tells you. I'm just going to leave the volume off. All right, I guess that's the robber. I love seeing that when criminals.
Especially when it's not somebody they expect.
Yeah, exactly. So he's. See, they locked the door because they're not stupid. But now he's got all of them on him. By the way. He's got no chance. So I guess because he's famous, they said it was Russell Peters did this, but it looked like it was all of them.
It looks like it was more the dude in the backwards hat.
Yeah.
I'm in a chokehold and threw him down, and Russell Peters just helped.
Yeah. And then my favorite one was what is it about famous people, celebrities, that when they get into a fight and it's on camera, you have to see it. I think I showed this to you once before. I don't know if we showed it on here though. The Twisted Sister guy. What's his name?
D. Snyder.
D. Snyder fighting.
No.
Okay. D. Snyder gets into a fight with a dude on the street. I'm gonna find it real quick because it's amazing. I love it.
I like the one where it was Danzig, you know, the guy
Okay.
who sings "Mother," blah 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 blah. Mother, fucking hate that song, man. Not because it was a bad song, but the radio station, the rock radio station, just played that song every hour on the hour, every fucking day, over and over, fucking over again. But anyway, he was trying. I don't know what he was doing or what happened, but he got in some dude's face and the dude just clocked him and knocked him out.
Motherfucker. I can't believe it. See,
Okay.
I never should have even mentioned this because now I can't find it.
Well, let me present to you. Share screen.
You're already sharing, so you might have to take that. Oh, you're sharing more than one. Okay.
Is it on the screen?
Yeah.
Okay. So, and then, boop.
Oh,
that's how quick it was, man.
wow. Who's that now?
Yeah. The guy that you see his back, that's Danzig. I don't know who the other guy is that's we can see his face is.
Oh, so he
But
got
I just know.
So Danzig got knocked the fuck out.
Oh, yeah. It wasn't even a contest.
Yeah.
Because you can look at Danzig's body posture. You know, he thinks
Mm-hmm.
he's tough. I don't even know what the argument is or what he's arguing about, but he shoves the guy. And they have to slow it down.
Oh.
And it wasn't even a punch, it was a bitch slap.
Yeah.
And he goes down.
Well, slaps can knock you the fuck out. That's why people are watching. By the way, I'm all for combat sports and shit, but I can't get into that slap fight shit. I don't.
Seriously.
I don't understand.
Especially when you have a dude whose arms are the size of tree trunks versus this tiny little dude. I'm like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Like, you think you're going to take this guy out? And then some of these dudes are skinny, but they have those synthol muscles. You ever see those guys?
Oh, yeah.
I'm like, what, you really think that weak shit, that water shit's going to work for you?
Yeah, I don't, dude. And it looks weird, and they're like jiggling like a fucking stripper.
And it doesn't even.
It's just not good.
It looks like a blow up balloon, like your arm was just. It looks like your arm's swollen, that like you have cancer or something. It doesn't look like you have muscles. Like, you're not fooling anybody with that shit.
I'm still looking for the fucking D. Snyder fight. It's pissing me the fuck off. I'm gonna try Rockstar Video. Or what is it? Not Rockstar Video. What the fuck? What the fuck
World
is it?
Star Hip Hop.
World Star. Thanks.
I remember there was this one when I went
to, dude. I can't find it anywhere. Jesus.
I went to this one Slipknot concert. I don't know why they showed this video, but again, and I don't know who the dudes were, but this one dude was just like, yeah, typical fake alpha male. I'm gonna kick your ass. I'm the baddest man on the planet. Blah blah blah. And then this dude's face, who was clearly bigger than him.
Yeah.
So the smaller dude tries to like swing. The guy just grabs his hair, pulls him, bends him over, and just proceeds to clobber the back of his head over like haymaker after haymaker, just clobbering this dude. I'm like, everybody's cheering and laughing. I was laughing, but after a while, I'm like, after the ninth punch, I'm like, all right, dude, he's dead. He's dead. It's like, shit.
All right. I got to give up on the D. Snyder thing.
Yeah,
it's just gone. Anyway, basically, D. Snyder's
not the D. Snyder video.
But anyway, it's from a distance, so you really can't. He looks like D. Snyder because D. Snyder looks the way he does, but it's from a distance on like some security cam on some building, and he's walking down the street. The only reason I could say it's him is I seen it. He was on Howard Stern. I think Howard Stern played it for him, and he sort of confirmed it was him, but didn't really, because I guess he doesn't want to get sued by the dude or something. But you could see he's wearing like platform shoes and leather pants. His hair's all poofed out. It's fucking him. But anyway, he's walking down the street, and this Mexican looking dude comes up and starts talking to him. And you could see it just seems like a normal conversation. And then the next thing you know, this Mexican looking dude just pelts D. Snyder, or whoever this dude might be. And he kind of gets taken back. And then you just see him turn around and just start wailing on the guy. Guy goes down, and D. Snyder, like, the guy's like on his stomach. And you can see D. Snyder just grab the dude by his belt with one hand and his shirt collar with the other one. Picks him up to chest level and just drops him straight down on the concrete.
Oh my God.
That's great. But anyway, so there you go. We did the opposite of a reaction for that one. I don't know. I got a lot of dead air to cut out of this one.
Have fun.
All
I just
right.
never understand if somebody's big, especially, I understand Napoleon complex and so on, but when somebody's clearly bigger than you, like, what are you doing, man?
Dude. I mean,
stop. You're just gonna
as
embarrass
a small dude, I've gotten into many altercations I should have never been in the first place. But
you didn't start them. You didn't get in some big dude's
No.
face. It's like, I'm just thinking of the whole Eddie Murphy routine. Remember? It was delirious.
Yeah, I can't use the language.
I know. That's the only thing I'm thinking of.
Buy my popcorn. Yeah, that bit. I know what you're talking about.
All right.
Anyway.
Yeah. Well,
No. I'll tell this story just so we have something to end on. So, okay, back when this was before I was driving, so it must have been 14, maybe 15. It was almost like, you remember that scene out of Goodfellas where his girlfriend tells him that the neighbor dude like basically molested her. Well, basically the exact same setup. My girlfriend tells me that this neighbor kid pinned her up against the side of the house, started groping her and all this shit. So me being the hot-headed piece of shit I was back in the day, I see the kid, because I knew who her neighbor was. I see the kid coming down with two of his friends that walking down the block. So I waited for her to go in the house. I think I came up with a reason for her to go in the house. And then I beeline straight for the three of them.
By yourself?
Oh, yeah. Like I said, I was a hot-headed piece of shit. And all I can say is this. I'm not trying to like build myself up or anything, but I had the three of them. Every step I took forward, they're walking backwards. There's fucking three of them. There's fucking three of them. They're all bigger than me, by the way. Every one of them, including the neighbor kid, is bigger than me, and they're walking backwards because I'm just fucking pissed off and talking like I'm gonna fucking kill somebody. Anyway. And then what's funny is, so I'm, now I feel all good about myself and all that shit. And no, this is just the thoughts in my head later. So I go hang out with my girlfriend. I go home later on that day. I'm thinking what should have happened.
So nothing happened?
No. They backed off. They
But they
basically ran away. Yeah.
Wow. Dude,
Basically
you look
ran
like
away.
a Tasmanian devil or something.
Yeah. So it is. When you're pissed off, it is kind of amazing how, like, most dudes don't want to fight, including me, by the way. So when a dude really looks like he wants to go, you can back you. I've been backed off myself by a dude that looks like he wants to kill me. But anyway, but all I'm thinking is what would have been hilarious is if there was any justice in the world, I would have walked up to these three motherfuckers, started screaming, yell, and just started getting beat the fuck.
Just getting pummeled.
I would have just walked up, you motherfucker, and then the next thing you know, and then me on the ground going, stop, I'm sorry.
Is that in here somewhere?
Wow.
Some dude, some skinny little dude throws water or some kind of liquid at this massive dude, and the dude just turns around and goes after him, and the dude runs away, but because this is in, I think, a McDonald's, and he gets cornered, and the dude's like, I'm sorry. I'm like, now? Oh, dude, it was so uncomfortable to watch, but it was hilarious. Yeah.
I was talking to herself. Get the fuck out of my face. Oh, shut up. Please stop.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
What did he expect to happen?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, sir. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. sorry. I'm sorry, sir. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, sir. I'm sorry. I won't do it again. I promise. I promise I won't do it again. I'm sorry. I'm gonna kick him in his ass. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Oh, that's my favorite part.
You a man.
That's my favorite part is the chick in the back.
Oh,
I'm gonna kick
yes.
him in his ass.
Oh my God. Dude, I'm sitting there
what
like,
did he
what?
think?
Seriously?
He thought that's the thing. He thought he was gonna get away with it.
Uh-huh.
He thought he could just throw some shit on a dude and just not.
Oh, that
my
is
God.
classic.
Yeah.
Just him screaming, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that would have been me if those three dudes would have actually decided to. There's no way I would have been able to take all three.
Seriously.
There's just no way. But what
do you think you're Tom Cruise and Jack Reacher?
Yeah, exactly. First, I'm going to take this pencil and stick it in your ear. Then I'm going to sweep this guy's leg. Yeah. No. I wouldn't have survived. So bad. I would have been on the ground going, thank God I made her go in the house. I don't want her to see this. I'm never getting laid again.
Oh my God.
Oh, I am so happy those three motherfuckers were pussies.